Welcome back, Truth Seeker. It is Friday, January 17th, 2025. It is RFK Jr.'s 71st birthday and Michelle Obama's 61st. One of CNN's top stories today is giant Darth Vader sea bug discovered off the Vietnam coast. And as you'll recall, it wasn't that long ago that the voice of Darth Vader died, James Earl Jones. And isn't it odd that CNN would make this a top story out of all the days in the year on his birthday anniversary? Also, likely not by accident, we talked about how James Earl Jones died by the numbers, synced up with George Lucas, and also synced up with the new Lion King movie about Mufasa, where he was also once the voice of Mufasa in the original Lion King. But from his day to death, September 9th, to this being CNN's front page news is 130 days later. Human sacrifice has that gematria of 130. And then also in the news, Gus Williams of the 79 championship Seattle Sonics team dead at 71. Notice how in gematria, Gus Williams equals 71. And as we talked about at the start of the year, this is the 79th NBA season. The top team in the West right now is the Thunder, who used to be the Sonics. He died January 15th, Gus Williams, but the news broke just before the Thunder had a big win over the Cleveland Cavaliers, one of the top teams in the East. And from the start of this NBA season to the death of Gus Williams was the 86th day of the season. Just remember, they started using the term NBA Finals in 86. That was the year they took out Len Bias by the numbers. And notice also how human sacrifice and blood sacrifice has the gematria value of 86. If you're paying attention and you're new here, you might be like, wait a minute, you just said human sacrifice equals 130. If you're new here, there's 4 base ciphers of the English language: the alphabetic order, the reverse alphabetic order, and both orders with numerology applied. Of course, 86 has the connection to getting rid of things. You see it a lot in suspicious deaths. And then also in the news, Trump's inauguration moved to indoors, announced today. And the last time this happened was with Ronald Reagan, 40 years ago. Ronald Reagan, the 40th president. Now 40 years later, Trump doing the same thing. Again, both these guys ran on MAGA, the highest degree of the Church of Satan. Both these guys are actors. Both of these guys were lifelong Democrats until they got into politics when they joined the Republican Party. A reminder that they're two wings of the same bird. That is the political parties. Also, today has 63 date numerology. Capital One Arena equals 63 in gematria. That's where they're going to have the ceremony, the sports stadium. And 63 is also the year that JFK got smoked. They've been syncing up the Trump assassination hoaxes with the Kennedys. And keep in mind, this news also comes on RFK Jr.'s birthday. Another point, we've talked about Trump in 218 a gazillion times. He has the 218 connection. He's the father of the presidential alert, which goes out at 2:18 Eastern time, when they text our cell phones. But yeah, today's news on the 218th day of Trump's age. Yeah, the real big obvious piece here is the last time this happened 40 years ago for number 40, Ronald Reagan, as he began his second term. So just a few updates of things buzzing. It's a Friday. Fridays are typically slow with the news cycle. So we'll leave it there for now. Again, thank you to everyone who hits like and the share. And until next time, Truth Seeker.